skill that I might have to help collaborate with the other members of the board, to keep a focus and to keep us moving in the right direction, and to keep it simple, to keep it friendly, to keep it happy.
I'd like to say welcome to everybody here tonight. My name is Laura, for those of you that I don't know. I'm up here running for the board because I share the vision of the founding members of the Vancouver Food Co-op, and all of us here who have a desire to live more cooperatively with the environment and with our neighbors, and within, assisting the goals of the local farmers and small business owners that we all either participate in or live with. I think that the food co-op is an important way that we can bring our community together to inspire and support healthier food choices, to encourage more sustainable living, and to do our own small part to further the local economy.
I became involved with VFC because I'm, little kids, a 3-year-old girl and a 7-year-old girl. I'm just seeking safe haven from high fructose corn syrup and ingredients that you can't even Google, right? And so, but I do have experience in the natural foods business, and I do come from an ag background. My father was a farmer in Idaho, and I grew up on a potato farm in Idaho, actually, in Blackfoot, Idaho, and I feel a sense of obligation to my kids to kind of teach them the same values that I was brought up with, and that's being able to walk to the community grocery store. We didn't have a co-op back then, but we certainly had a central community place where people could go and talk about issues and debate and build friendships, and really just a place for the community to advocate for whatever it was that they felt was important.
Hi, my name is Rachel Knowlton, and the main reason that I'm interested in serving for you on the board for the Vancouver Food Co-op starts from when I grew up in a farming community in Pennsylvania. It was really commonplace on the weekends. We would go to a local farmer's market, and when I see farmers markets out here, it's nothing like what it was in Pennsylvania. I mean, you would pull into the farmer's market in your pickup truck, and there'd be clucking and mooing, and there's a livestock auction on one side, and then the swap going on the other side, and it was just a big open gravel pit, and everyone pulled in and did their business and wrapped it up at the end of the day. So that was where we went to get our food. We didn't go to the local IGA because we didn't go to supermarket until I was about 13 or 14. So it was normal. We lived by Amish neighbors. I'd take them vegetables. They'd give me eggs. So
I'm originally from northeastern Oregon. Like many in this passionate choir, I too come from a farming background. So I sort of got the bug early and farmed into my 20s, and after getting out of Oregon State University with a degree in agriculture, I thought I'd head in a different direction for a while though. And so I'm an accountant these days. I'm really excited at the prospect of us having a grocery store that becomes so much more than a grocery store in our neighborhood. And another way of enrolling our neighbors in a greater sense of community. We live in the Houck neighborhood, and as an older neighborhood, it just has a nice small town feel to it that reminds me in some ways of my hometown.
I came to the co-op from my passion for sustainability. I'm the environmental coordinator at Frito-Lay here in town. Make those nasty snacks that we aren't supposed to eat. So I've been in the food business for a long time. I've been with them for 25 years. But as an environmental coordinator, I became acquainted with sustainability about 8 to 10 years ago. And for those who don't know, sustainability, you probably all do because you wouldn't be here if you weren't. But sustainability is really balancing economic needs, social needs, and environmental needs. And that's really been my passion. I grew up on a farm, or a ranch actually in Montana, so I know the joys and sorrows of being in the agricultural business. It is both. I see us as having a store that is a community center, a store that sells as much as possible local, as much as possible organic or organically grown foods. I see us as also being a place, a community center, but also an educational center.
We also need to really look at the farming. We've got a lot of development happening in Clark County everywhere, but in Clark County, and one way that we can really work with this is to give them an outlet, give the farmers, give the providers of our food that we're eating somewhere to sell. Because right now, they're a little bit limited, and giving another outlet for that is encouraging the farms, and the more we can encourage the farms, the more we can have farmland and become more sustainable. And that comes down to that a co-op is truly a sustainable model of operation. It is a business, but it is a cooperative, and it is done in a way that the money it's completely circular, and it keeps going back. It helps the farmers who have somewhere to sell. It helps the people shopping by giving them money back in their refunds. It helps you by having a voice in what's sold. It is truly a sustainable business and is one that we need in this community.